There's my stream, and there's my game. Yes. Game. There it is. All right. All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another stream of Truberbrook. Are you... Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay. It didn't look like it was capturing desktop audio, but the desktop audio is very quiet right now, so that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. Let's we're playing Truberbrook. Brook. I'm sorry. And we had found our way into these
You finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come.
right here.
Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me every single detail some other time, preferably never. Gretchen, I get the feeling you don't really care about me.
We need to get that door open.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Did you actually rappel down?
Of course, how else?
Right, so we went on this weird journey through like some kind of like a mental institution that I am not entirely convinced was real. Like it might have all been in Hans's mind, but I'm also now wondering if... Oh, okay. I'm also now wondering if the mental institution was the only thing that was real, and all of this is in Hans's mind. Like maybe the sanitarium, whatever it was called, maybe that was like actually like a framing device or something, and Hans has actually been there the whole time, and all of this is like stuff that he's making up. I don't know. The game is not really. The game is playing its cards close to its chest. But I'm sure if we continue to explore, it will all become clear-ish eventually. What is that?
Maybe this is some kind of activation device. I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
Beverly, for a moment I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details. Wow. Congratulations. I think you found your ritual site. I found your camp outside.
Yes, I waited for you. But since it took you so long, I couldn't resist going ahead. Enough talk. Let's find a way to open this monstrous gate. What do you think?
Who'd build such a thing?
No idea. Definitely not my proto-Germans.
I was abducted, imprisoned, and scrutinized by a mad scientist, among other things.
You must have bumped your head too hard.
No, for real. There is an old sanitarium down this valley.
I thought no one's lived there in ages.
There's at least one so-called scientist. He conducted a wide range of crazy tests on me.
Tests?
Yes, he had me talk about colors and answer personal questions.
Tannhauser, are you sure you haven't suffered some sort of brain damage?
How do I know? I'm still wondering who built this and why.
I also think it's funny that back in the village, I had to convince the little girl that I was an alien, and then I had to convince the mad scientist that I was not an alien. Okay, so there's a bunch of like weird writings and stuff all over this cave. So let's see.
Can I get a light here?
All right, yeah.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep.
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow?
Could you point the light in this direction?
Just a shadow.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of like pixel hunting. In the dark, no less.
I don't get it. Open sesame!
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here?
Huh.
I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
I don't know that any of those are the Egyptian symbol for death, or even if there even is an Egyptian symbol for death, but I'm hardly an expert, so I'm just gonna not even
What's that over there?
speculate.
Only a flock of bats. Or is it a swarm? A herd? A gaggle?
Could you point the light in this direction?
Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription.
Oh.
Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to path of no return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
What's that over there?
You're
Runes.
not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
There, another light.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Now there are 5 lights.
32-bit kid!
What does it mean?
Thank you for the bits. There are 5 lights. Oh, that's all of them, actually. So maybe I can poke this thing now?
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Whoa.
Yes!
Oh, that's cool. Also terrifying. Wow. Hey, Gretch Star. Truberbrook. Tannhauser and Gretchen make a discovery. And there's a Gretchen right there.
Let me find the light switch first.
Oh, that looks fun, whatever's going on over there. That looks like a whole bunch of blood splattered all over the wall or something. Loving that. Loving that. Light switch, you say? Nothing around here looks like a light switch. Yee.
What an enormous compound.
Oh.
Let's take a look around. This is exciting.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that pretty large particle accelerator? Wow.
What's that? Bottle of something? It is a bottle of something. All this science stuff.
No idea what purpose they might serve.
It's very sciencey in here.
We didn't even have anything remotely this size at my university.
Also, there's a weird,
All this
like,
modern hardware must have cost a fortune.
there's a weird, like, blur to some of the screen. Are you seeing this? Like bits in the foreground here and like up here. Like, it kind of looks like a little bit like the effect that you see when something is supposed to be viewed through through 3D glasses. A little bit. I wonder. I mean, that's got to be intentional, but why? Oh, that's cool. I think this is the first screen I've seen where the. Oh no, it's not the only one. There've been a couple other screens where the view moved as you did, I think. Wow, that's cool though.
All this modern hardware must have cost a fortune. All sorts of strange gadgetry.
Any idea?
I wonder who or what's behind all of this.
What an enormous compound. It seems to be defective.
Careful, don't get whacked by
I'd
that
rather
thing.
not come too close to this killing machine.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with the engine powering the solar system, as if the universe was out of balance. I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, it displays our 9 planets in disorder, as if there was a disturbance in the interstellar balance. Much like an event known to the ancient Greeks as ekperosis, the catastrophic imbalance of the universe. Whether this is a foreshadowing of things to come, or the device is simply broken, I cannot say. To be honest,
Ekperosis.
it's hard to say if it means anything at all.
That's not a term I'm familiar with. I like it. Filing that word away in my brain vault. Truberbrook Tribune. Missing. Convivial innkeeper vanished without a trace. Innkeeper Trude will not be spared anything this year. After the key to the cellar of her guest house, Waldeslust, already went missing last week, we reported, Trude now again is in lack of something, her brother Heinz. The well-known happy-go-lucky has been missing for some time now. According to his sister, he left the house at night to wash down the sunset with a sip of Bolzenschuss, but never returned. Although this has happened several times before, Trude is seriously worried this time. I have a very strange gut feeling, but that could also be that pig's knuckle with sauerkraut last night. You know the drill. If you meet Heinz, please take him home. An almost up-to-date depiction of Heinz. Rust instead of armor. The restoration of our beloved landmark, the armor of Margrave Hilarious the Unready, founder of our beautiful town, is already 10 years past. Just in time for the end of the season, the village Embellishment Club will be handing over the armor to the metal restorer, so that it flashes and blinks again for the 998th anniversary celebration. Foreigner wins at Doppelkopf. Repeatedly, an unknown player wins the jackpot at the big summer tournament of the local Doppelkopf club. Rote Hochzeit? EV. I think this is Hochzeit. Hard to read it because it's italic and very tiny. The prize money of 9,851 Deutschmarks, I think is what that says, is again generously provided by the club. While the tournament continues to enjoy great popularity in Truberbrook and the surrounding area, some participants have already expressed their frustration that it's always the same player who wins over and over again. With that.
An opening mechanism.
Oh, it's a bot. Hello, goodbye. You get to be banned.
Of course. The door is blocked.
Error. Memory overflow.
Hello? Anybody there?
Of course. Another locked door.
Beep bloop. Hello, Zakid Alexander. Welcome. Oh. This is a specific...
Error. Memory overflow.
64 kilobytes of main memory on isolinear chips? Good lord. Gretchen, this is the
Error.
future.
Memory overflow.
Such a clutter in the back room. All this...
Error. Memory overflow.
Any idea?
I wonder who or what's behind all of this.
That would probably destroy everything.
Well, it gave me the option to do it, so of course I have to try it. Oops.
I brought back order to the
Oh.
universe.
Error. Memory overflow.
I brought back order to the universe.
Error. Memory overflow.
Could you please turn off that noise?
Working on it. It's a RAM stick, looks like.
Seems you have a RAM module loose.
Intruder alert.
Uh-oh.
Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
What if I don't want to identify myself?
What if I don't want to identify myself?
I am sorry. I may only grant access to authorized personnel.
Okay.
And if I'm not authorized?
I am sorry. I may only grant access to authorized personnel.
This isn't going anywhere, Tannhauser. We need brute force.
Welcome home.
Of course. The door is blocked.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
He's on his pillow on the beanbag. Last I checked.
I can't see you. Who's talking there?
Da. Oh,
My
hi.
name is Barbarossa 2000. I am the guardian of the station.
Can't you just open this door for me?
Not possible.
This isn't going anywhere, Tannhauser. We need brute force.
Can't you just open this door for me?
I am very sorry. I can only grant access to authorized personnel.
My name is Tannhauser. Hans Tannhauser.
I do not recognize you, Hans. I am only allowed to grant access to authorized personnel.
What kind of station is this?
This station was built by the Millennium Cooperative.
Ah.
I may only give this information to authorized individuals.
Who constructed you?
I was developed and built by Dr. von Streck and Dr. Römmler. I am property of the Millennium Cooperative.
How long have you been here?
16 years, 304 days, and 9 hours.
How do I become authorized?
Not possible. I cannot authorize you, since I do not know you.
Aren't you feeling lonely? All on your own down here?
I am patient by nature. My developers assured me the station was only temporarily shut down.
To be honest, I don't think they'll ever come back.
Dr. Römmler promised me we would start working again very soon. Dr. Römmler is my friend. Why would he lie to me?
Oh boy. We're gonna give this robot an existential crisis.
The question is rather if you believe them or not.
Your point is illogical. If what you said was true, how could I rely on statements made by humans?
That is the point. You simply can't.
Overheating in segment B23 imminent.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Barbarossa.
Could you do me a favor and open my intake vent? Please. My processor is breaking into sweat.
No, you're not going to help this overweight glob of grease.
If I help him, he'll help me, right?
Okay, I'm going to help you.
Thank you. You are a kind person.
It's smoking.
That hit the spot.
Any chance you might consider letting me through?
I am very sorry. I can only grant access to authorized personnel. You may wait here if you wish. I would most certainly enjoy your company, yet I may only allow passage to subjects of acquaintance.
Well, let's get acquainted. Acquainted. Inquainted? Why did I say that? Stupid words.
But you do know me.
Yes, you are Hans.
Imagine the possibility of Dr. Römmler never coming back, and I'd be your only friend.
Are you my friend, Hans?
I would like to be.
Your best and only true friend.
You make me happy.
Aww.
You two are adorable. Get a room.
We're
Now
trying
that
to.
you know me, would you please let me through?
But if I let you pass, I will be alone again.
Oh no.
Will you come back and pay me a visit?
Scout's honor.
Oh, I may have talked myself into
Access granted.
a situation that I'm going to regret. There. No need for brute force, Gretchen. You coming or not?
It's the Saturn portal.
Who's that? Hi. Just
You have no idea. do you?
walk right past this stupid
What
person.
do you mean?
Quantum physicist. Ridiculous.
Is that a gun?
Get off of that boy.
I can see no reason for violence here.
Hey. Is that really necessary?
You too, Bambi. Move over there.
Are you serious? After everything we've been through?
You're not gonna stand in my way. You've had your chance, Tannhauser, but you had to follow me around like a puppy dog. Now
Hey,
that's what you get.
You invited me.
But it was you that had the idea to come here.
Shut your pie hole.
Please, you don't understand. I need help.
What kind of a dork are you? A bunch of hapless maggots, that's what you are. Standing in front of the Saturn portal without any clue.
Tannhauser and Taft are now in the same boat. Who is Taft? How do I know who this person is?
You're staying here, chums. You may as well bid farewell to this stupid clunker while you're at it. It's been getting on my nerves from the beginning.
No! No! Gretchen, how could you? He was my friend. My best and only true friend.
Some people are scoundrels, others are not. Yes, that's how it is.
I still can't believe Gretchen would play such a wicked game on me.
Now, this is not what I wanted either.
Who are you? And what are you doing here anyway? Hey, that was you.
Oh.
Last night in my room.
Calm down, please. You must have a lot of questions.
Right, that guy.
You bet I do.
But first, we should try to get out of this predicament.
I assume you have a plan on how to open the door. You seem to know what you're doing. Who are you anyway?
My name is Lazarus Taft, and I hope you'll excuse my late introduction.
Great name.
I'm a traveler, if you will.
Oh no. The last game we played that had travelers in it was a shape-shifting detective. And travelers were bad news.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Taft. Tannhauser. Let's talk about stealing my notes.
Yes, that was me. Believe me, I wouldn't have needed to if everything had gone according to my plan. I wanted to ask for your help, but then she surprised me. I know taking your journal wasn't right, and I'm sorry about it. I would have returned it, I promise.
What was it you wanted from my journal? They're really just notes. And a few doodles.
I needed it to tune into the right quantum frequency. See, I'm just an ordinary traveler. I know next to nothing about quantum mechanics. At least not enough to control this portal.
You're talking crazy talk.
This is not the best time to go into too much detail.
Okay, but what's my role in all of this?
I needed your help. You were the last piece of the puzzle. When I saw your article in Science Today, I was 100% sure you were the right guy for me, to help me get home.
He's an alien. He's gotta be an alien.
She called it a Saturn portal. What was she talking about?
It's a metaphor. Actually, it's just an ordinary quantum portal. You can travel to different realities, distant stars, and galaxies.
Or yeah, time travel.
That is where I come from.
Yep, Dimensional traveler. Cool.
And where are you from? From the other side?
See, and I know that's kind of a lot of information, but I've been stranded here for some time now. I desperately need to leave, get back home. Please don't get me wrong, I really like it here, but I need to go. If I don't, I will die. Simple as that. As you probably suspected, you winning that lottery
Right.
was part of my arrangement.
Figured.
To get you here.
Come again?
The problem is that you can't control the portal unless you have the right piece of technology. At home we have a device called a quantum discriminator. You can buy it at any convenience store, but I certainly don't know how to build one myself. This is why I needed your formula, your calculations, to tune in. There are dangers, though. You can disintegrate the whole planet if you aren't careful.
Oh, great. Okay.
Which is what she's doing right now.
Good lord. So all of this is real? Do you know who built the portal?
This station was built by the Millennium Cooperative. I believe something went wrong when I came out of the portal. They took me with them and abandoned the station soon afterwards. But they certainly didn't construct the portal.
Who did then?
Who knows? Probably a natural phenomenon, a geological vortex, a high-intensity meridian, a cosmic G-spot. It is ancient. There is a large network, like wormholes connecting different dimensions. Enough talk. Let's move.
The Tannhauser Gate. There it is. Chapter 4. Transdimensional Homesick Blues. Oh, here we are again.
This is getting boring.
We are all puppets on a string, Mr. Tannhauser. You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
Heh.
Did we seriously just step out of a phone booth?
We did. Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Please, I need to know.
Well, you can imagine it as a rift, a junction in space-time. Your mind enters a stage of near transcendence. There are no thoughts, no words, no sounds or visions, no sense of self. And suddenly, bam, you see a myriad of possibilities exploding right in front of you.
Can you elaborate?
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then suddenly reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a certain peaceful quality to it. And a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
Like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
Been there, done that.
I think I've seen it.
Listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me to get home. And help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going to unleash. Your world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look, we need to stop her.
But how? She's insane.
We need to come up with a quantum discriminator somehow.
I don't want to be here at all.
Yet here you are. Sorry, I need to take a short rest.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me.
You want to come back to my place? Tannhauser and Taft prepare for their mission.
Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work.
Look at what they've
We need
built.
to improvise here and there.
I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy. A very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good,
Okay.
just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
All right.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need to stop her. Promise?
I'm beginning my search right now.
Aw. Oh, he's leaking. He's leaking that goo. Alright, so we have a fetch quest on our hands, looks like. Fun times. Oh gosh. Right. Quantendiskriminator. That is all in German, and it's very tiny. I'm not going to try reading it.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
You don't look so good. Sorry I said that.
No, it's cool, really. I get that a lot.
So you really are from another dimension, right?
I was fleeing. I just stepped through the portal and crashed here.
Fleeing?
There were bad things happening back home. And as soon as I stumbled out of the portal, those really wicked scientists got hold of me.
Figures.
They sure love their tests. You really don't want to mess with them.
I think I met them too.
I escaped, went undercover, and since then, tried to find a solution to finally get home. Which is where you come into play.
This is so incredible. All my calculations, all my predictions. It's going to take years of studies to understand. I always thought parallel universes and different realities were a predictable possibility. But this? I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry, you know it in theory.
What were you fleeing from? In your dimension, I mean.
Someone blew up our planet. I would rather not talk about it.
Oh.
How did you escape?
Through the door, when they weren't watching.
How did you manage to hide all this time?
I made a small fortune playing a card game they fancy here.
Ah.
Doppelkopf.
With nines or without?
Look at that. Depends. All a matter of perspective. That's not really what it's all about, though.
The old trumps.
I had never given the concept of money much of a thought before. I believed it was a rather crazy idea. But I certainly do know how to play. With that money I went into hiding. Slowly disintegrating, trying to find a way back home.
Really? That's it? End of story? All that jazz? The money? The need to get back home? And you just went into hiding?
Sort of.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
Weren't you just about to elucidate the concept of interdimensional traveling to me?
See, you humans define yourself as some kind of entity that exists inside this corporeal shell. Kind of a consciousness that is somewhat attached to this bodily mass. Where it stems from and why it's there in the first place is totally abstract to you, right? And these two eyes of yours, they define the center of your cosmos, of your perception. Yet there is so much more. You humans need to understand that there's more to the perception of the universe. It's all there. You are just incapable of seeing it. Distant stars and galaxies, sea beams, the Big Bang. All these things you're missing out on. In order to gain a higher understanding of things, the fabric of the universe, to understand the very meaning of your existence, you need to overcome that self-centered view. You have to see the whole picture. Hans, if I could just open your eyes.
You make it sound as if everything we did was wrong.
Let me put it this way. You have not experienced common people until you have heard it in the original by William Shatner.
Can I ask you something personal?
Yes?
Are there more of your kind?
Here? No. Scattered across manifold dimensions? Probably. But there are certainly beings from other dimensions right around us. Right now. The cat, if you ask me.
What were you fleeing from?
Someone I would...
Catch Carlchen or not?
Look at that.
What?
Without, of course. That's not really what it's all about, though.
Cool.
Huh? Oh, I guess that was with the card game. I don't know what that's all about. Whatever.
What's that gooey stuff? Is that your blood?
Ooh, my body is disintegrating.
What do you mean?
It is the effect one has to bear when staying in another dimension for too long.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Oh. Poor guy. Also, it's kind of funny that like he's a dimensional travel. He's a traveler from another like plane of existence, and yet he still has a German accent. I mean, he's trying to fit in here. I'm
An
gonna
empty jar.
chalk it up to that.
A hyperlogic coupler.
A cosmic slipstream capacitator.
That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda.
Gasoline powder. It's an excerpt of the Tonklin Diary.
Interphasic coil spanner, quantum flux regulator, ODN recoupler, scissors.
This room is probably full of like references.
That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend. An ectoplasm interference oscillator.
Isn't that the thing from Ghostbusters?
A small collection of hydrinos.
A couple of self-sealing stem bolts.
That sounds familiar too. I know that's from something, but now I can't remember what.
It's the orgone collector.
This is the frame for our quantum discriminator. It's almost finished. We just need to attach a few more components. Still missing an energy source. We also need a coolant. Also, an interface. And last but not least, a particle accelerator.
I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry, you know it in theory. Now, the quantum discriminator emits a coherent Tetrian beam into the portal.
Projecting a metaphasing trajectory matrix.
Precisely. Then the projected tachyon pulses allow us to modulate the frequency in such a fashion that
That the portal synchronizes with the exact temporal quantum coordinates. A rift in space-time.
exactly.
This is sensational.
I thought you'd like it.
Technobabble! Speaking of references, I realized a reference that I mentioned in the previous stream of this game, that I mentioned it, but then like part of it just completely slipped past me. There was a book when I was looking at all the books in like the library in the sanitarium. There was one by N. Treblig, and I was like, oh, Treblig, that's Gilbert backwards. That's a reference to like Ron Gilbert, who was a luminary of LucasArts. And I was like, oh, but I don't know what the N is for. But duh, it's Nor Treblig, which is like Ron. Ron backwards is Nor. And I think some other LucasArts games have made that exact reference too. Like, I want to say Monkey Island 2 made that joke in the library, maybe? I don't remember exactly, but I know that Nor Trebling has been referenced before, and I completely forgot about it. Another thing that I did not realize is that coffee and cherry pie is specifically a Twin Peaks reference, which I did not know about. And early in the game, we were playing as Gretchen, and she was in that diner, and she was like, "Oh, if there's one thing I hate, it's hot coffee and cherry pie." That was a Twin Peaks reference, and I did not know that because I'd never actually seen Twin Peaks. Which I really need to fix. But apparently it was Twin Peaks Day a few days ago, which I didn't know was a thing, and a number of people on my Twitter feed were like, "Coffee and cherry pie," and I was like, oh, that's what that was referring to. So now I know. Sup, Truda?
I wanted to return your fishing rod.
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this lake, I can tell you, Professor. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
I didn't give you a whistle.
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle, your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle if it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. What was it then?
My massage rod.
Your what? I don't have no massage rod in here. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Thanks.
Bah. Fine. Whistle.
She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
Truda?
So, Professor, did you take a look-see around the area?
You could definitely say so. You may call off the police.
How come?
I've got my notes back.
But the inspector is already on his way.
Then just call him off in person if he's early.
As you wish.
Would you mind looking for my real deposit?
Come again?
My massage rod.
Your what?
Never mind.
I would like to ask you something.
Oh yes, of course.
Does the name Lazarus Taft ring a bell with you?
Haft. Oh yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Ripped my guests off to the last penny. Shady type. You better not get involved with him.
Oh, I think I already... well...
I mean, she must have seen me taking up to my room. Unless I went in the window. She couldn't possibly have missed us walking in the front door. Unless she was out at the time, I guess.
Ah, never mind. I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tannhauser.
Hey, small child whose name I've forgotten. There's an alien upstairs. Ooh. There's
Hi, Lainey.
Lainey.
What's cracking?
That was her name.
They are sharing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
But there is ice cream and cotton candy waiting outside.
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
She's back in her parallel universe.
Soup?
Yikes.
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike-resembling breadsticks, toast Hawaii, cheese skewers.
Looks a bit shabby.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash.
Harsh. What? Oh, I took some soup, I guess? Oh, we can't hear the Wilhelm scream anymore.
There's something funny about that clock.
Like what?
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic.
She also doesn't get pissed off at me if I walk in front of the TV anymore.
Locked.
I bet at some point I'm gonna find the key to that door. Ooh, fun.
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
Oh, cool.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Oh.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be leaving then.
Well, then why'd you say step right up? Okay. Probably a ticket for me to find somewhere.
The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross.
It's just sugar. What's wrong with it?
Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
Oh, there's, what's his face? The Baron.
Patience. Just a moment, pal.
Whoa.
I just need a moment to reach operational temperature. Patience. Just a moment, pal.
Baron Otto Teton of Truberbrook Soots, reunited with his tomcat claws. Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He's resting. My loyal Claus.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft? Yes, a real good for nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Truberbrook, but I was suspicious of this Mr. Taft right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... well...
Oh, we mingled so hard.
Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Truberbrook, in all its splendor and glory.
Aw.
I need to be on my way.
Until next time, Mr. Tannhauser.
A cone of roasted almonds. 10 pfennigs.
Yes, please.
I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
Yum.
I think I have enough.
Step right up! Step right up! Wanna put your brains to the test?
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Consider me sold.
Hiya! Oh.
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
I just realized the Aurora Borealis is up here. Right here in our backyard.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead. He's wearing a violin neck for a peg leg.
Interesting.
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Very. What's a sailor man doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't
Both of
those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia.
Great word.
It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailor man if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailor man.
Okay.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care.
What a random ass NPC. Norwegians call you Lars. I'm very confused.
A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily. Typical case of light pollution.
Geek.
A swarm of fireflies is gathering around the broken streetlight. Maybe they think it's their god. I wonder what it's like to be a firefly.
Yay! Don't forget to poke holes in the lid.
I don't even know where to go.
Oh, okay.
A beautiful, healthy tree. Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
Oh, that's the whistle. It's a bird call. Okay. Hi.
I call, they come. Neat.
You want some nuts? Don't know
Beverly,
why.
it is widely known that Corvidae are quite sociable and intelligent beings. I recently became acquainted with no less than a swarm of these impressive singing birds. Sometimes, I wish I could be like them. If I could just fly south with them. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their own.
If you give them food, they will. Foxes are not what they seem.
Over here, little birdies. Whoops. I must have overfed them.
A beautiful, healthy
Okay.
That's a ticket for the raffle. This must be my lucky day.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Huh.
Step right up. Every ticket's a winner. No blanks, guaranteed. Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook. Every ticket's a winner.
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that. You're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize. A can of cat food. Generously provided by the Truberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my. Thanks, I guess.
Well, enjoy. Every ticket's...
I'll be...
Cat food, huh?
Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win anything?
I won a pair of hiking boots. Take a look at me. How am I supposed to wander anywhere? You, on the other hand, Mr. Tannhauser, you look like the type to be struck by wanderlust once in a while. Oh, auf dem gelben Wagen sitzt ich beim Schwager vorn. Ja, ja, so war das. What about you? Did you have any luck with your ticket?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that cat food by any chance? I am asking on behalf of Klaus.
Asking for a friend.
He loves cat food. Would you mind making a trade?
Hell.
What do you have in mind?
Yes.
You leave this delicious can of cat food to Claus and me, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots, size 13. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Sounds like a perfect deal. So let's make it so.
It will be to your benefit.
That was a very incorrect line, but same general idea, so who cares? Okay. We're doing the straw quest, which is frequently seen in JRPGs.
Baron?
Mr. Tan.
The play. I need...
Hiking boots, huh?
I think I have enough.
Do I have more? No, I don't. Okay, I don't get any more. How about you? You want hiking boots?
Arr.
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr. Just this voucher for a boat trip.
Ah.
Man, I hate water. You?
A pair of hiking boots, but they are too large for me. About the raffle, did you win?
Arr, me.
A pair of... I think I'm needed...
Oh, you don't have any shoes. You want some boots?
I just need a moment to...
Guess not.
No thanks. What would I do with that?
Okay. Well, can I go up here? Is there any point in going up here? Oh, hello. Oh, you look like you need some boots. Terrifyingly awesome buff lady. Hello, yes. What's this? Oh, that's
These
it.
binoculars should... I have to insert a coin first.
Oh, that's right. Do I have? Guess not.
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Oh, yeah.
Why? What's your name?
Tannenbaum.
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhäuser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
Ah, okay. Explains why he is an American with a name like Hans Tannhauser.
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones. Did you know that?
What do you mean, actually?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things. You have to see them. You're from around these parts.
I love this woman.
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
I've just met this woman and I love her.
Smoke?
No thanks.
Huh.
I quit.
The climate makes me feel a lot better. That's for sure. So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road, hiking and all that.
Uh-huh.
So you're taking a break?
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over the railing. And now they're gone. If you ask me, we are really all in the same vast backyard. All this madness. Looking for some kind of meaning. Anything at all.
Sounds a bit like you're going through a life crisis.
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight. That's what I did. Insight. Exactly. That's it.
What about the locals? Do you know them?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions.
Huh.
He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I saw you down there at the raffle.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letdown. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in possession of a pair of hiking boots. Didn't you say you lost yours?
Yes, indeed. I'd exchange anything from my inventory for a new pair of hiking boots. Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff tobacco.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
They're probably yours.
I've got to go.
Okay. Have a nice evening.
Will you
Thanks
marry
again.
me? Marry
You're
me.
welcome.
Finally, I can make off again. I can hear the call of the wild. Farewell.
Farewell.
Tell me your name at least. Who are you, mysterious rad hiker lady?
So what are you doing up? Fed up? I've got to...
Okay, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally, I can...
Farewell. I'm not going to use this thing again.
Locked. I wonder what that is.
I still cannot believe it.
Oh, there's that hexagon. Was that there before?
I noticed a marking on one of the rocks. A hexagon. It's the logo of the Millennium Cooperative.
I still cannot believe it.
Beverly, I have made an astounding discovery. As it turns out, the town's only phone booth leads to some sort of secret passageway. It leads right into the Millennium Cooperative's control center.
If I return to the portal empty-handed, no, not an option.
So, I mean, I guess we're just going to sit here and calmly assemble a quantum discriminator while Gretchen has her way with the Saturn portal. Whatever she's doing with it, which is unclear.
The platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains.
You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore.
Alright, let's find a use for that snuff box. I mean, right now the only other person I can talk to is the sailor dude, I think.
Arr.
About the... Did you win?
Arr.
I won this.
Is that snuff tobacco? Oh man, I love snuff tobacco. Would you like to make a deal?
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the voucher in exchange? You know, the one for the boat trip on that lovely lake. That's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes. Do you want it?
Don't you want it? It was the top prize after all.
I just hate water. Please, take it.
Okay, let's make it so.
All right. Deal.
Sweet.
Every ticket's a...
I'll be...
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Oh.
Sea monsters.
Maybe, yeah. Hmm.
There's a timed. I never noticed that. Like, that I've never seen that before. There was actually a timed response to that. Huh.
I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for...
Oh, just the season is over.
I'll be leaving then. A swimming animal in the shape of the flying dinosaur, Pteranodon.
Hmm.
It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing.
What a shitty prize. Hmm. So, what is the point of this?
I wonder what that is. Locked.
Well, maybe some of these things are parts for the quantum whatchamajigger. Let's go check in with Lazarus and see if I can get anything going.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
About the quantum discriminator.
Yes?
I totally lost track. What was it I was looking for again?
Take a look at these plans, will you? We need a power source as strong as possible. If this was my dimension, I'd recommend using one of those handy 90,000 volt batteries. I'm afraid that's not an option.
Whew. That's a lot of juice we're needing.
We do need a particle accelerator as well. Has to be small enough to fit in there.
A brown tube, maybe? From a TV set?
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. Get creative on that. A keyboard, buttons, any kind of interface.
I understand.
And a really potent coolant. It's going to burst if you can't keep the temperature low.
What do you have in mind?
Water won't do. Think of something.
Okay, I'll be back soon.
Okay, so we need to get into that TV. That's why we want the little girl to leave. Makes sense.
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator. I don't think I can do.
Oops. Wait.
There's a brown tube. The kid will be traumatized for her entire life if I just disassemble her only friend. I don't think I can do this. She's back in her parallel universe. She's back in a trance. A brand new episode of Twilight Area. They're having a blast out there. Truda?
Hello, Professor.
I will.
Oh, yes.
I'll be.
Make yourself.
Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids. The mere thought of cotton.
Patience, just
Well, I can't do anything with the crows once they're here. Or at least I haven't figured
Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser.
What to do with
Good
them.
to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. Are you enjoying?
Yes, all this.
I need a cone of roast. I think I have enough.
Step right up. Step, mister. Want to test your strength again?
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Vitamins, huh?
Arr.
I think I'm.
Wait a minute. Okay. Hiker lady's not here anymore. I was hoping she'd leave her barbell, but guess not. So, what now then?
I just need a moment.
Baron?
Mr.
The pleasure. Are you enjoying?
Yes, all these lights. This.
I need to be on my.
Until.
I think I have enough.
Hmm.
Arr.
What happened?
Well, I don't really. Thanks to the man, due to a timely take, I now thought.
That's a nice. If I may ask, why did you become?
I asked. Well, so
This is.
welcome.
What?
And you. I thought.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. I think I'm.
Take.
I mean, so I have the ticket for the boat ride. What is that supposed to do for me?
It doesn't look all too seaworthy. There's a leak in the bow, and the paddle wheel seems to be missing.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there? It doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my. You see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it.
Sorry about the pedal boat. You were really looking forward to this, right?
To be honest, yeah, I was.
I'm gonna write you a voucher for a whole weekend during the next season, okay?
But I don't even know if I'll ever return. I'll be...
Soup. Soup is how I fix the leaky boat. That's
This should fix the leak.
That's a unique solution, but okay. Very adventure gamey.
It's much too cold to go for a swim right now.
It doesn't look all too seaworthy. I already fixed the leak, but it has no paddle wheel.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I'll be leaving then.
March is singing the song of his people. A wheel. Where do I get a wheel? Because he thinks it's time for food, and it isn't yet. And he always starts harassing us like an hour early.
The mere thought of cotton candy
Here
makes
he
me
is.
shiver. The real thing is just gross.
Oh, what a purry boy. There he is. Hi. Yes. Oh. Paw.
With your paw.
Give me his paw. Got your beans. Ow.
No pointy beans.
Pointy beans.
Pointy beans are, that's a disqualification.
Oh, you being great grabby. What a grabby boy.
You were singing back to me. It's very cute.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard you. Oh.
What's that?
What?
Jab.
What did you... Bye, March. Okay. Anyway. Wheel for a pedal boat? Where would I get one of those? There's that bucket.
This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons.
I can make birds happen.
This bucket seems...
What does that do for me? Oh, wait. I bet that has something to do with this thing.
Step right, mister!
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Lead and tro...
It's like connected to something. I'm sure this has something to do with this.
I think I have enough. Baron?
Mr.
The pleasure. Are you enjoying?
Yes, all this.
Have you ever...
It's not that I don't like, but if you...
Oh. I need...
Until...
Patience, just a moment, pal. I just need a moment to reach operational temperature.
What does that even mean?
Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for kids.
I bet that's gonna have something to do with Lenny and getting her outside.
It's the window to my room. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
Oh. Or maybe not. If I screw up the TV reception.
Hey, get lost, you wet blankets.
Okay. That probably got me somewhere. Your TV appears to be borked.
Lainey's left her favorite spot after all.
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum discriminator.
I can't open it without the right tool.
Of course not. Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda.
You'd think there'd be a tool in there for, you know, opening the TV, but I guess not.
Truda?
Hello, Professor.
Would you mind?
Come and...
Yo! Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. I'll be...
Make your...
This leads to the rooms. Lainey's left her...
What kind of tool are we talking about here?
I've already made it. The platform leaning, I can... I thought maybe I could, like, grab the wheel from this, but I think that's probably a little too big. If I squint at the game long enough, it will reveal its secrets to me. That's my thinking anyway. What do I do?
Hey, Rockefort. Well, it'll be a lot of 20 minutes of not much because I'm kind of stumped at the moment. Not sure what to do here. So we can call the crows to a few different places.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. I'll be leaving then.
It's much too cold to go for a swim right now.
I'm not trying to go for a swim.
It's much... I call, they come. Neat.
Yeah. What is the point of this? They won't come eat the fireflies. There doesn't appear to be anything I can do with the pedal boat. It's missing a wheel.
It doesn't look all too seaworthy. I already fixed the leak, but it has no paddle wheel.
I've seen a few wheels floating around, but I don't have any way to get them, and the game won't acknowledge that they exist.
I think I have enough.
Who's got ideas? Because I don't have any. Who's got suggestions for something for me to try? Hmm. I need to take apart the TV to get a brown tube inside it to use as part of the quantum discriminator I'm trying to build up in my hotel room. But I can't do that without the right tool. I don't know what the right tool is or where the right tool might even be.
They're having a blast out there. That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend.
Just got a whole bunch of nothing up here. That's not helpful at all.
It's the orgone collector.
I got nothing. Who's got a hint? Anyone, anyone? Open to suggestions here. Pressing the hint button. Someone give me a nudge, please.
Patience, just a moment, pal.
That guy is not doing anything. I got this guy what he wants. I got the Baron what he wants. That's okay. I will probably have to look one up for myself.
I'm not going to use this thing again.
You can see all over the valley. From this distance, you can see from the
Well, I've got nothing. I'm going to resort to UHS. See if it has anything. Oh, there isn't even one on UHS. All right, fine. 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 Okay. I'm on chapter 4, I believe. Let's see. I don't want to walk through. But that's, of course, all they give me. Right. Use the screwdriver on the TV. What screwdriver? I don't have a screwdriver. Where do I get a screwdriver? Okay, let me see this. Blah, 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 blah. Power source, particle accelerator. Right, we got the ticket. We traded the ticket for all the things. What? Huh? It said there's something at the bus stop. I didn't see anything at the bus stop. There's a squirrel. What? Okay, why can I do that now? The walkthrough said that there is a mysterious man walking away to the left. I did not see a man. Okay, whatever. Apparently I could just go here now for some reason.
I see an environmental disaster of at least medium proportions.
The heck is this?
Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements. A voluptuous pear tree.
That's hardly what I would describe as voluptuous.
Beverly, my image of this innocent place has been tainted. I found a trash dump right in the middle of these woods, probably long established by the locals. The question arises, who would sink so low?
What? Okay.
Hello?
The perfect spot for a bench.
This I don't understand. Why is this here now? Slumber moral endangered, endangered. Serious interference with the environment. Over the past few weeks, stocks of the local slumber morel have become the victims of overzealous mushroom pickers. A foreign wild picker caught with several kilos of the poisonous mushroom in his basket was temporarily taken into custody. Wild mushroom picking is no trivial offense, but theft. The found quantity, in fact, even qualifies for aggravated theft. According to the authorities, slumber morels are increasingly being processed into psychoactive teas in the drug scene of the bigger cities. The Brückenlande District Administration is therefore asking for your help in catching unauthorized mushroom poachers and urgently warns of the consumption of all substances produced from slumber morels. The consequences are incalculable and the health risks largely unexplored. Slime traces spotted. After the big Doppelkopf summer tournament, the Tribune reported, an unfortunate incident with fatal consequences happened. The 63-year-old third-placed Katharina S. from the small Dreibholzer Street slipped on a track of strange blue-green goo and contracted a fracture of the femoral neck. Femoral neck? We wish her to get well soon. The substance was seized for further examinations. New opening hours. The Hades boat rental and souvenir shop is preparing for the off-season. The opening hours of the late summer now come into effect. Tuesdays to Sundays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. No service on a Wednesday afternoon. Mondays closed. All boats are to be returned at least 30 minutes before closing time. Okay. Papers, please. I should play that game again. I love that game. Hello.
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
I'm selling these fine massage rods.
Didn't you read the sign?
I read and deliberately ignored them.
Very funny. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll tell you once and for all. I'm not an alien.
Oh, is he one of the other...
I don't care what you believe.
A what? An alien?
Scientists.
Ha! Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out!
Name's Tannhauser. I'm a quantum physicist on vacation.
Liar! That's ridiculous! You better tell me the truth, or else... Say something!
Or else what?
Nice hat.
Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story!
Well, it all began a few weeks ago, when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey.
He said he wanted the whole story. He's gonna regret it.
And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you.
I didn't say you could smoke in my house.
About the part with the Millennium Cooperative, I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
Okay. I'm actually... Okay, so it's almost time for me to end. So let's actually head down here. Let's go... We'll talk to him more next time. And because I gotta find a place where the game will autosave for me. Which is not here. Zoop! I'll try something too. What if I whistle? Bird whistle, not actual whistle. Hi, crows.
I see an environment.
Hi, March. Beep. Yes, okay. Okay. There's the save. All right, so we'll talk more to Crazy Tree Guy next time. I'm still I don't know how I was supposed to know that I could go there, because I tried to go there before and it was like I don't know where to go, and then the walkthrough was like there's a mysterious man walking that way, and I'm like I didn't see a mysterious man, so if I missed him, then how was I ever supposed to know to go that way? I shouldn't have been able to miss that guy if that was the only indication I was going to get. So anyway, we'll continue this next week. I don't know how much more is left in this game, but I think since I've had multiple people bring up the Telltale Batman game, I think I'm going to play that after this. I don't know how, it'll probably be a little while. I think I've got a couple more weeks of this game left, but just, excuse me, as a preview, I think that's what I'm going to do after this, instead of doing a straw poll for people to vote on it, because I've had a couple requests for this specific game already, so I may as well honor those requests. So anyway, yeah, more of this next week on Tuesday, and tomorrow on Wednesday I will start Blackwell Epiphany, the last game in the Blackwell series, which I'm very much looking forward to, because as I've said many times, the Blackwell series rules and I love them. And yeah, and then after Epiphany, after we finish Blackwell, I'm going to play Unavowed, which I'm also looking forward to a whole bunch. So, for now, let's raid someone else. And it looks like Yogi the Monk is playing Final Fantasy VI, so let's raid him. Because that is a good game, and everybody loves it. I don't know if everybody loves it. I'm sure someone out there hates Final Fantasy VI. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.